Good morning, everyone. It is Wednesday, the 11th of June, 2025, and I'm going to get some investment capital. In other words, I'm going in early to work. I worked a lot last night and really only scratched the surface of a few things, but there's a couple of interesting developments. You have the smarter channels talking about how Guggenheim Treasury is going on to the XRPL. And that's very good. That's excellent. This is going to do wonders for XRP. Now, then there's two other pieces of news that make me go, how does this all combine together? Now, hear me out on this one. Bitcoin Core has gone rogue, so to speak. Huge shout out to Jungle Link on this one. I'll try to remember to tag you. I apologize when I don't tag you. Bitcoin Core, the developers, went ahead and added NFT capabilities to Core. Now, I still have Core. I ran my updates. I keep running my updates. I try to be good about it because, when you first start off in Bitcoin, most of the time, see if this guy sees me, most of the time, you're going to go, they really need to cut the weeds down there. I feel bad for the guy. Anyway, Bitcoin Core went ahead, put the NFTs on there. My immediate thought is not about JPEGs and stuff, but you do a transaction on Bitcoin, you want, we'll call it a receipt, whether it's a deed, a title, whatever, a car, because to me, the only peer-to-peer left for Bitcoin is huge purchases. And that's a part of its security, its current value. And, I still stand by my other videos. Tether goes out, Bitcoin go down. 13,000, worst case scenario, in that range. Now, we'll see what happens. We'll see if that happens. It might not. But I'm like, all right, that could be the reason why they're adding NFT capabilities. But now, huge shout out to Jungle Link on this. A lot of people are going to Bitcoin Nonce, NONCE, an alternative to Bitcoin Core. And his concern, and I think it's a valid one, is that people will now begin to want to break apart. It's called fork, a hard fork. Where, I don't want to get into it too much, but if you're new to this stuff, look into what a fork is. Basically, short version, you take the code and you make something else. That's very basic. Now, try to tie this in a bow. He brought up a very good point. The ETFs pretty much, for all intents and purposes, my paraphrasing of his words here, pretty much end the forking idea. These ETFs are, if you got Bitcoin ETFs all over the place, do you really think BlackRock is going to allow forking? No, they're not. So that's something to keep an eye on. That's something that could be a trigger, this unforeseen Black Swan event. Let's just keep that in mind. Now, with Guggenheim Treasury, I think it's a brilliant decision just on the outward appearance. But also, what if they had a hint, because Guggenheim Treasuries, you don't know about it, most people, because that's how much it is for the rich. It's just like how you don't really see ads for Lamborghini and probably not Rolls-Royce. You don't see really ads for Bugatti, etc. And that's because of It's for the rich. They don't need to advertise. So Guggenheim Treasuries, huge, we'll say organization. I don't want to get caught in the minutia. So their people are compensated quite well to make the correct decision. Is it plausible, and this is all my idea at this point, is it plausible that they looked into this, saw some kind of thing that made them go, said, no, we're not going to do Bitcoin. We don't want to get stuck with these ETFs. Fill in your own thoughts on that. I think it's plausible. Possible even. More than plausible, possible. So I'm like, okay, that could be the black swan, not Tether, but we'll say internal strife in Bitcoin world. So let's park that up. Could be connected, might not be, just a guess. We're speculating at this point. Oh, and again, everything I say here is not financial advice. This is just about speculation, conjecture, and opinion on this channel. We try to interpret the news. Now, another piece of news, Uphold, a huge shout out to Rich at Common Sense Crypto for this. Uphold, I was watching Rich's video that he put up last night, and I noticed a couple of things about Uphold. Uphold is, like Rich reported, doing the IPO. And Rich also showed a tweet that they did, a post, but it's called now on X, that I was getting ready to come to work, so maybe I misheard it, but I think it was from Uphold, encouraging people to do cold wallets, to take it off the exchange. I'm like, what? An exchange actually encouraging self-custody? This took me aback, ladies and gentlemen. And being in a rush, I'm going to get in at an early time today. I didn't, double back and confirm that it was Uphold, but I really want to believe it was Uphold. So let's say it is Uphold, encouraging people to do cold wallets off the exchanges. Now let's try to combine this together in a way. We have the treasuries, Guggenheim, we'll say, going on to, now what is the treasury in finance world? It's just where you're storing your monetary ammunition. It's like an armory in the military where you store your weapons. Your treasury is where you store your financial weapons, just for those that don't know. And I think a lot of my followers are vets, so I think you'll get that. Now, all that being said, Uphold doing that, they want to go IPO. They're obviously seeing everything that Ripple's been doing. We got, now let's face it, if you're a business, something commercial, industrial, you know that if you want to go onto the XRPL, you want custody solutions, etc. And let's say you're a very big firm, because there are smaller options. But if you're a super big multinational firm, you're going to go with Ripple. Now if you're a family office, you got some other options that are more appropriate, perhaps more appropriate. But the thing is, what if Ripple buys Uphold? Think about that. Now combine it with the other ones. You're going to have, because let's look at Hidden Road and everything else. That would be a wonderful way for people who have lots of Bitcoin that are a little bit trepidatious about it, who want to unload quietly and accumulate the new standard in ISO, all the ISO standards by that, 20, 22, whatever quant is, 30 something, and you're a responsibly run family office, you're gonna run to Ripple. But now, let's say you're an individual investor, Ripple may, in my hypothesis here, Ripple may be an option for you through Uphold. So, as I have been saying recently, an entire ecosystem is building out. This flip of the switch thing, I don't think it's going to happen yet. I think under current circumstances, when that switch flips, everyone's going to be ready for it. They're going to be waiting on it, like, come on already. And then they're going to flip it. Everyone's going to go, hey, about time. So you got a lot of things happening. Yes, you got the June 11th date. You got, matter of fact, yeah. You got, today is a little thing. You got a couple of other June things. You got a July event or two. It's just, sorry, ladies and gentlemen, I'm trying to stay safe here. You just have a lot of little things coming up. It's like baking a cake. You got all the little ingredients in, you're doing it little by little, and then all of a sudden, you turn away for 5 minutes and the cake is there. So, this is a very interesting time. But I agree with Rich, Common Sense Crypto. I don't think we're going to really see an aggressive altcoin market until roughly November. I think it's going to start in August, start building up. It's going to be crazy for Christmas, we'll say. And then come January, I'm thinking things will be stable and we'll transition into a utility market for the first time ever. I agree with Rich, this is coming. And I like to get everyone's opinion on this. Do you think this is a plausible set of scenarios combining together? But in my opinion, being presented separately so that the masses really don't know. Because you don't want to always reveal everything you're going to do, because then if it doesn't happen for some reason, people are people. So yes, ladies and gentlemen, let me know what you think. Think this is plausible? Think it's highly likely? Think I'm totally out of my mind? Whatever. Just comment down below. I always appreciate that. If you like videos like this, please like the button down. And of course, share amongst your friends. Please subscribe. We've gotten some new subscribers. Ted, hello, welcome. Yeah, that's basically it. That's all I got. YouTube likes it when I say that because we got to help the algorithm. It's all about the algorithm, ladies and gentlemen. But yeah, I appreciate everyone following. Remember, stick it to the man and not to each other. All right, let me go get this investment capital, and I'll see you in the next one. Peace.